Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be part 5 of the Smash TV restoration. I took the back off. I want to get the old circuit boards and wiring out of here so that I can do a little bit of touch-ups to the wood inside where I did these couple patches, and then paint basically going to paint from like here down. Everything up here I sprayed when I sprayed it. So that looks really good. Actually, the whole cabinet inside looks really good. But I just want to put one quick coat of fresh paint on it, just to freshen it up, I guess you could say. You know, I blew it out really well, got all the dust and dirt out of there. So now we can pull all this stuff out. And then I'm just going to put all this stuff in his box so he can take this with him. I don't know if we're using that power supply or not. I gotta look and see. We will be reusing these wires here. These are the main power wires that power up the monitor and the marquee light. So we're gonna have to splice into those. And I believe he got a isolation transformer for the monitor. But yeah, this is just a kind of a wiring nightmare right now. Gotta go get a nut driver, of course. I saw one that had a Phillips on it, so I was like, oh sweet, can use a Phillips screwdriver. Nope, can't. I'm gonna go grab a 1/4-inch nut driver. Waiting for UPS to show up. I sanded all the pinball parts down that I didn't like that I painted purple. I'm gonna repaint those tonight. I'm actually gonna post a video on my other channel of me painting those, I think. And also, yeah, I want to get those painted tonight. I already painted, or I already primered those gas pump doors, and also I painted the control panel for Pango silver, so that is also dry in the spray booth. So got a lot of stuff done today so far. It's only 2:30, so it's working out pretty good today. Still got a little bit to go. This must be speaker wires. What is this? Yes. What the hell? They added a second set of speaker wires? That's kind of weird. Why did they do that? I think it's because they cut it. All right. That's all right. I can use these. We're using a JAMA harness, so we'll be all right. I didn't know what this basketball game is. Let me see if the ROM chips say what it is. It is Arch Rivals. I'm gonna have to blow this out one more time, but I'm not gonna do it yet. Until I patch up those spots in the front there. I think I can get you down there to see what I'm doing actually. So those dollar bill acceptor that I fixed the hole on, I want to sand it on the inside and do a little body work to it, just to freshen it up, make it look a little nicer. Is anybody ever going to see it? Nope, probably not. But in my head, I want it to look nice. You know what I mean? If somebody's paying you to do something, do a nice job on it. And that's just something right there that really won't take a lot of effort, and we can just make it look a little nicer. Is it going to be perfect? No, but it's going to be a little bit nicer looking. I'm going to rip off that piece of paper there. That used to be like a envelope holder for the original paperwork that probably came with Smash TV. I don't have the paperwork. That envelope's ripped and disgusting looking, so we're just going to cut that out of there. So I'm going to take my sander with some 80 grit, sand over that patch right there, and then we're going to mix up some filler and fill that in. It looks like those other holes filled in all the way when I did those, which is good. So basically, I just need to do that patch right there, sand it down, mix up a little bit of Bondo, put it over it, let it dry, sand it, and then we'll paint inside of here, get this whole bottom half painted and cleaned up and looking a little bit nicer. And then at that point, once that sets up, we'll be ready to start putting it back together as far as getting the board mounted, getting the monitor in there, hooking the board up. You know, we got to run the wiring to JAMA harness. We got to go from the board over to the control panel, the coin door. We got to get power to the monitor. We got to get power. We got to change that light up top to an LED strip light. So just quite a few things to get done. So I'm going to hook up my sander here. I'm just going to knock that down real quick. Just that simple. I'm grabbing some Bondo. I'm gonna mix some up real quick. I might just leave the camera rolling for a minute. We'll spread it on there, and then I gotta wait for it to set up, and then we'll be able to sand it down real quick with some 80 grit, and then we'll be ready to blow out the cabinet one more time, and then get it painted. I'm actually using Rust-Oleum paint. This is what I had in the cabinet. This is latex paint, okay? Which is fine for this. This is inside the cabinet. We're not sticking artwork to it or anything like that. I have almost a full quart. Might as well use it. So it should dry fairly quick. I don't think it's going to be a real long drying process, so that later on I can start putting the circuit board and everything back into it. Could I just take some black paint and paint over this plywood on the inside? Yeah. Most people would. I'm only the dumb one that would take some Bondo and make it look a little better on the inside, but that's just how I like to do things, guys. I'd rather it look like it wasn't there at all. And I'll show you the outside. The outside turned out real nice. It hasn't shrank back or anything like that, so I don't see it, which is nice. Not to say that in 6 months you might not see a tiny little outline. That I can't predict. Actually, might have to do 2 coats. We'll see how this sands. All right. Simple as that. Not much to it. Like I said, I'm going to paint. Actually, I didn't say it on this video, but I'm going to tomorrow. I'm going to be sandblasting other parts. So I'm going to get the grill sandblasted. So I'm going to get this grill sandblasted tomorrow when I sandblast those couple car parts. By sandblasting this will have it, once it's sandblasted, it's ready for paint. So that'll be nice. And I'll spray it white. We'll put the Williams emblem on there and then spray it black and then peel that off, and we'll have Williams in white like it's supposed to be. So I'll have that done tomorrow. In theory, we should have most of this together today, depending on you know, I got to paint these pinball parts and the paint drying, but the paint, like I said, should dry pretty quickly. So I'm gonna let that set up. I'll come back, we'll sand that down. Might have to do another light coat. If not, after that, we'll blow it out real good and we'll get it painted. Okay, I ended up taking all the loops out that hold the wire. I got one more to get because I figured it'd just be easier to paint it with them out. Plus, I'm probably gonna have to relocate them in different spots anyways. Really not gonna show this. It's kind of hard to film while doing it, but anyways, I'm just gonna cut everything in with a paintbrush, go around with this roller and roll all this in. That made it on one coat of Bondo, which is nice. I'm actually going to 2-coat paint that area. So I'm actually going to paint the first coat on that Bondo area with my brush, let it soak in, and then the second coat I'll roll over top. So I'll come back once I get it all rolled in there and show it to you, and then I got to let it dry for a little bit. Okay, it's painted, it's drying. I did not paint over part of that tag, it was ripped. But anyways, it'll take a little bit for that to dry. I'm looking at the parts here. He does have a new switching power supply. He has a power brick too. So I guess we could take that apart real quick and clean this up because it is pretty rusty. I got to see if the plugs are the same or not. I just wonder. I don't know what this is from. It's a Midway Games. I'll have to see. I don't know what wires are what or what this is from, to be honest with you. If I were to guess offhand, I would say this is the monitor plug, but this also could be for the lights. Yeah, this might not work. I'm not sure. Let's take this over there and see what these wires look like. Yeah, the plugs are different. Are they different? Let me see here. No, that one looks right. No, they are the right plugs. Okay. I'm not sure what the yellow and white wires do. So we have our purples. Okay. This must go to the monitor. I stuck these up here so they wouldn't get painted. Let's look here at what we got. So we have, let me get my tripod. All right, so what we have here is, let's see if these line up. Yep, black and yellow are looped blacks. We have a white and red, a yellow, which I'm not sure why that changes, but it does. And then this plugs in here. And then this, that's a three-way. That goes up to, where does that go to? That goes up to the light. No, it doesn't. The light's got a four-way plug. Not sure. Guess what I'll have to do is run the meter on this and see. Oh, okay, this is coming out of the power brick. Okay, this we'll run a meter on it and see what our voltage is here and here to see which one. This is probably the monitor. Goes to the monitor would be my guess, because it is coming off the power brick. It's a purple and yellow stripe are coming off of here, and we have a purple and yellow stripe twice on this plug setup. So I think two of them go to the monitor, the other two go to the marquee light, and then obviously green is our ground, and that these ground wires right here go to the ground lug, which is right here. We'll need to get a nut for that. So yeah, I think we're going to make this work. I think this is the correct one. Unfortunately, we might lose some tags cleaning it up, but can't put it in there looking like that, guys. That would look like complete shit. Gotta clean that up. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it apart. We're going to sand down the metal. We'll paint the metal silver. We'll sand this down and paint this black. And that should make it look pretty nice. And I thought I was done sanding for the day. It never ends. So we have these two wires go here. I'm actually going to take a picture of this. We're going to have to cut these. These will have to get cut, and then we'll have to make a new one. But I'm going to take a picture real quick so I know the exact location those wires go in. Pretty easy setup here. But I'm going to do a close-up just in case anybody needs this information. All right. So we can take that wire off, cut these two. Don't have my side cutters over here. Probably should have grabbed them. Oh, I only got to cut one. This is the ground. All right, this comes out this way. Then we got to pop these two off. There's one. Okay, now we can unhook that. Oh. See if it's a 3/8. Probably not. Oh man, the nut's right up against the damn box. So I should be able to get it from the top side here. This Phillips screw. Got got the wrong. I got a number 3 Phillips bit in here, so I can get these ones out. Man, I wish they all could be this easy to take apart. I might paint it gold if I have gold paint, because it looks like it was a goldish color before. That's like an anodized coating they put on it. Probably gonna have to get a screwdriver to get that out. I'll go grab a flathead. Forgot a pair of pliers. Ooh, might be the right size. What's the chances of that? Once in a while you get lucky. So now we just got to pop out this cord. Which is sort of a pain in the ass. Once we pop it out, we can get the cord out of the plastic piece, and then we can reuse the plastic piece. These are a great idea and a horrible idea at the same time. So once you get it out, you can pop this open like that, spin that around and pop your wire out. And then you can put your new wire in and do the exact same thing again. So we'll have to get a new power wire, which I have one here, back here, and we'll put our 2 ends on it, and then we have to solder on the white one, which the white one solders on to the red right here. So the white goes to red, the green goes to the center, okay? And then the black goes to the fuse holder, then the other black coming from this goes to the fuse holder. So now we can clean this up. I'd really like to save these stickers if possible. Don't know how they're gonna react when it comes to putting tape on them. But let me go grab some tape. We'll tape those off, and then we'll sand this up real quick. Probably won't be able to get all the rust off of it. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Do the best we can with it. Sandblasting would obviously be the best bet, but if I sandblast, I'm 100% going to ruin these stickers. Plus, it's freezing out today, and I don't feel like sandblasting. We're going to use a stripping wheel here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this tape, stick it on my shirt, and then off. And maybe that'll weaken the strength of it a little bit. Just trimming it to the edge of the sticker. The sticker wants to lift off, I think. Okay, well, we can lift the sticker off and then spray some adhesive on it. Now, can I get my tape back off? Oh boy. Saved it. So can I get this other sticker off? I'm gonna cut this one that's below it because I don't really care about that one. Don't think this one's gonna come off. Maybe. Well, I have officially removed it, and now the game is void. So we can use some spray adhesive and put it on the back side and put that back on. All right. Now I'm going to strip this down with my little wheel here. Spray it gold. I think I have gold paint, and then we'll put it right back together once the paint dries, which should dry pretty quickly. Okay, all those parts are drying. I cleaned up all the heads of the screws and everything. So those are ready to go back together. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the coin door painted, and then I think I'm gonna stop this video because the paint should be here in a little bit for the pinball parts, and I wanna get those painted tonight. So I think what I'm gonna do is get this painted and then stop the video for tonight. Tomorrow, we'll just put the whole Smash TV together. Hopefully I can get this grill done and everything. We just knock the whole thing out and be done with it. It's still wet on the bottom. I put the paint a little heavy, so no point in rushing it. Let that dry thoroughly. That'll give me time to get the pinball parts painted. So this is in really good shape. I'm basically just gonna Scotch-Brite it and paint it black. The coin box itself, we can clean this off and we could paint that silver. So we'll take that off. I'm not going to take all the mechanisms apart and everything. They're actually in pretty good shape. Yeah, at least then tomorrow everything's ready to go, and we honestly, if everything goes in and the monitor works and everything, we should be playing Smash Brothers. I should have T-molding. I think it's textured T-molding. I think I have enough. I gotta look. I thought I ordered more, but I'm not positive. Plus, it might be smooth T-molding. I'm not sure. Just gonna take these off so they don't get black spray paint on them. Yeah, because tomorrow I just have to paint those gas pump doors and do some sandblasting and stuff in the morning, and then we can put Smash Brothers together. Be nice to have a Smash TV. Duh. Be nice to have that thing done tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I believe Smash Brothers was a Nintendo game for the Nintendo Switch, I think. So this just lifts off the lip. Screw it out of there. This will just sand it real quick. Get a Phillips screwdriver bit real quick. Something went flying. I heard something fly. Don't know what that was. So this is easy. Could use a new coin eject button. I wonder if the other coin door has a better one on it. Yes, it does. The two coin eject buttons on the other one are a lot nicer. The other one is the one that came off of the cabinet, I believe, or I don't know, but the other one was missing the back box and everything. So, oh boy, they're falling everywhere. So since we are going to switch that, we might as well take the coin mechanisms off. I change my mind sometimes. Haha. There we go. We'll put new ones of these on. We'll save the old ones for him. We're going to paint these black. Where the hell did I just put the other one? What did I do with it? Okay. Oh, losing my mind. Rolled under the edge of the coin door. Slam switch is really stuck. Jeez. Come on. Okay, all this stuff can get scuffed up. We can spray all this black, and then I'll sand up the coin box, and we'll spray that silver, and that'll be it for tonight. Then we'll have everything prepped and ready for tomorrow. Okay, looks brand new. Still a little wet, but yeah, I'm still letting everything dry. I still got to do a couple more metal brackets. I'll do those tomorrow. That's not a big deal. That just needs a little scuff and a light painting because I got to paint the speaker grill anyways. These parts are just sitting up here. They're pretty much dry, but I'm gonna let them dry overnight. And this, you can still see there's some wet spots in there. So just let it dry, let it do its thing. So that's gonna end part 5 of Smash TV. Tomorrow I plan on getting as close as possible, if not finishing it. I think I'm just gonna get it done, get it wrapped up, get it working. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask. Other than that, I'll see you guys later.